Good morning, everybody. We are rushing to the airport again. We're like 10 minutes late for leaving, but we'll get there. I'm just always impressed every time we pack up that all of our crap fits in 2 bags each.
Yeah, it feels like we forgot something, but if we haven't needed it at this point, that's okay too.
When we were checking out, the hotel gave us a parting gift. Made it to the airport and dropped off our bags. And this time we're flying with Vietnam Airlines, which I believe is the national carrier of Vietnam, instead of a budget airline. And when I was doing the price comparison, it was actually about the same price to fly the national carrier and get free checked bags than it was to fly a budget airline and pay for our checked bags. So we're also getting extra legroom in the process.
That sounds good to me.
So immigration was super easy. There was a little bit of a line, but it moved really fast. And then for security, there was a long line, but that also moved pretty fast. Security straightforward, pull out your electronics, no liquids. Pretty easy, and they didn't search our bags for once.
Yeah, the first time since we've been in Southeast Asia, I have particularly been a victim of being searched every single time, and this time we're all clear.
She gets profiled every time.
I know. They say Martinez Alvarez in LA.
Up next, we're gonna try to get into the lounge because we still have like 2 hours, I think. So let's get going. Song Hong Business Lounge. That's where we're headed. You always know where you can find Yami.
They got sushis.
Ooh, they have rolled pho, sushi,
veggie
sushi. Ooh, they got passion fruit. We had our first passion fruit in Ninh Binh. Tons of drink options, tons of food options, and they have all the makings of a mimosa.
They also have the 4 types of beer here in Vietnam: Tiger, Saigon, 33, and Bia Hanoi. That's so cool, but I'm feeling mimosas. I've missed that a lot. And let me show you guys this. They've got a lot of dessert options here. Not sure what they are. Those are crab.
Tiramisu here, a bunch of little mousse cakes.
Wow, pandan.
Custard. And then there's tons and tons of little packaged snacks over here to the left. So there's a ton of different food options. There's a ton of Asian foods.
Alright, let's get started. Every time we go to these lounges, we get really impressed and think, wow, this is like the best one we've been to. But like now, this is the best one that we've been to. There's just so many more options, and it's just like a really good environment. And also they have all different kinds of drinks.
It's always so sad to leave the lounge. Time goes by way too fast. But it is time to get to our flight to our next country.
We'll let you guys know where we're heading to when we arrive.
Every time we travel by plane, we get to hang out in a lounge and get to check our bags. I love how easy it is, and it makes me never want to take a bus again. But then I look at bus prices, and it makes me want to take a bus again.
I feel the same way. Like, it's nice. Well, not nice. Obviously, I wish I could travel like plane all the time. But it's nice to like ride the bus. That way you appreciate like airport lounges more.
Maybe one day we'll just have a private jet, and all of our problems will be solved.
Time for our flight to our next country. Bye, Vietnam.
This is only a 2-hour flight, but apparently we get a meal. I didn't know that, so I didn't reserve a vegetarian meal. But I get a banana and 2 pieces of bread as long as a teacup. And yeah,
the buns are pretty warm. And I got this little beef.
So on top of costing the exact same as a budget carrier, we get more legroom, we get free checked bags, we get a free meal, and we also get free booze. There's a cart coming up with booze and drinks. Like, why fly a budget carrier?
And we also got wine. This is so cool.
Wine in a paper cup because we're classy. Then we also get a fresh cup of joe and some branded sugar. One easy 2-hour flight later, we've arrived to our next spot.
We have arrived at your destination.
Who can guess where we are? Bag number 1 made it. And bag number 2 made it. And we made it to the mystery country. We ordered our Grab, and it's gonna take us to our Airbnb here. But they're like 15 minutes away. And we're kind of drained. It's always on travel days. We always sleep like crap on travel days. I don't get it. Every other night, we're usually pretty good, but then we just know that we have an alarm and we can't sleep.
Yeah. And this Grab ride is gonna be an hour long to the room, which is like half of the flight from Vietnam. Oh well, just gotta push through it.
We just got dropped off on exactly the map marker that the Airbnb app says, and this is most definitely not the right place. Off to a great start.
And I'm not seeing any food stalls around either, no restaurants. So hopefully where we're actually staying, there is food.
We'll see how this goes, but once again we're leaning towards no Airbnb. I feel like we do this every year. We say we're never going to stay in an Airbnb again, and then it makes the most sense or it's the cheapest, so we stay in Airbnb once and it's absolutely terrible, and then we say we're never going to do Airbnb again, and then just repeat the cycle next year.
Yeah. Like I'm okay with doing it like once, but yeah, it's just not. And we also told them we're arriving at 4 and they haven't responded in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we just messaged them to say, hey, where are we supposed to be? And they haven't answered. And so far we've stayed in 6 hotels on this trip, and one of them was kind of rough but doable. Another one was a little rough but doable, and the rest have been pretty nice. But with Airbnbs, we've stayed in 3 now, and 2 of them were really rough but survivable, and one was so bad we had to leave a few days early. So I don't know. Turns out the map link is in a completely wrong spot, so grab number 2. Finally got it sorted and got checked into our Airbnb, so we'll give you a quick little room tour.
So we're staying in a pretty cute, cozy Airbnb. Here we've got the living room space, which we totally covered with our suitcases, but we'll deal with that later. And then here is the bedroom, overlooking like a park. Like it looks like a Topgolf, yeah, with all the nuts. Okay, so you got that, some storage space, and the kitchen. You got the fridge. Oh yeah, microwave. Everything you need to make a meal in here. Ooh, you can feel the humidity here. And there is also a washer for us so we can clean our clothes. I'm not prepared for this weather. Honestly, Vietnam, I was spoiled because it was like cool, and like it was like cool to the point where I needed a sweater. But anyways, and this is the bathroom. It's very simple. Yeah, it's pretty small. And then if you want to come to the shower, it's just something really simple. You got your good old curtain. Yeah.
Yeah, functional.
Functional. And
no black mold on this one.
oh, thank God. For this room, we paid $28, and we're gonna stay here for about 2 weeks. So in the meantime, we're gonna settle in.
Can anyone guess where we are? Last chance to guess. We are in Bangkok, Thailand.
Woo! We're back in Thailand, baby. Take number 2. It's so cute because we were at the airport and we're like, oh my God, this is where it all started. So we're back.
Yeah, walking through the immigration area, then back through where we picked up our bags. It was right there. We're like, we landed in Asia.
Back when we had 0 subscribers, and now we have 850.
Oh my God.
So let us know if you guys were able to guess Bangkok.
Originally, our plan for this week was to be in Laos, but it just became cost prohibitive and time prohibitive. So we decided, let's come back to Thailand, spend a little bit of time resting and seeing the stuff that we didn't get to see last time, and also planning the rest of our trip. We're in a different area than we originally planned to be. When we were first thinking of Bangkok, there were lots of Airbnbs and lots of hotels in the area where we wanted to be for a very good price. And a few days later, when we went to actually book it, they were very expensive. So we ended up in a different area, but it looks kind of cool. It looks like there's some good amount of restaurants and stores nearby that we'll get to check out, and it's something brand new.
Aw, yeah. Oh, it's so cute. Like,
Back in city number 1.
yeah, back in always say number 1. That's why we weren't saying like country number 4, because we've been here before.
Last time we were here, we had about $30 worth of Thai baht left over, so it's time to go blow that. And also it seems like Thai baht has either devalued or the US dollar has gone up in strength since we were last year, because when we were here it was like 32 something baht per dollar, and now it's 34 something baht per dollar. But I'm gonna stick with 30 because that's easy to do in my head.
And we still have some currency from the last couple of countries we've been to. So we still have Cambodian real and Vietnamese dong. Ooh, look at me! And other currency. Yeah, so we've got about like $5 worth for each country, so $10. Yeah, this is how big it is. And that's just for $10.
I also always carry an emergency $10 bill in my wallet because I figure $10 can get us out of pretty much any jam on this side of the world. So, I don't know, a little advice, carry a little bit of US dollar on you, the universal currency. We also just tested the internet speed, and I think I'm sold on this Airbnb because that is by far the fastest internet we've had since getting to Asia.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Which is good because I have a lot of stuff I need to get backed up and downloaded.
Yeah. Our Airbnb also comes with a outdoor pool.
Up on the rooftop of our building. 9 stories up, we're on the 7th floor in ours. Last time we were in Thailand, they didn't stamp a date in our passport for when we had to leave, so we just assumed 30 days. But this time they did stamp a date in our passport, and it's actually 45 days. So I think we're gonna get to do a little bit more in Thailand than we had originally planned. That's also a benefit of only planning a couple weeks ahead of time, because now we're free to do more and we're not locked in.
I have no clue what we're going to be doing the rest of the days, but we'll figure it out real soon.
As soon as we walk out of our building and turn right, there's a big C Mart right there. And there's also Cheng Gawamas. We haven't drank Cheng beer in so long. It's so weird because we feel like we were just in Thailand, but also feels like it was forever ago. 2.5 months, it's a good amount of time.
And I've lost my bearings when it comes to baht, so I keep saying like 60, and I'm like, why is it so cheap? Because I just came from a country where $1 was
24,000.
Yeah.
For now, all we need is just a bottle of water, and we're gonna go get some Thai food. After Vietnam, walking in Thailand is so easy.
I'm just looking for Thai tea. Gotta stick it up.
The biggest thing I miss from Thailand is just the street carts everywhere.
I think we're staying in a local area again, which is amazing because we didn't do that last time we were here. There's so many restaurants, but we can't read the menus, so we're gonna have to go back to our tactics last time and saying, Jay.
We found the most local looking restaurant again, and we can't read that menu. But we asked for Pad Ki Mao Jay, and they said yes. So we're having vegetarian Pad Ki Mao drunken noodles for dinner.
I miss Thai food so much. We could have had this in our other countries like Cambodia and Vietnam, but it's surprisingly expensive, like for Southeast Asia. Which is kind of weird because they use like very similar ingredients. So I'm so happy to meet them.
And we're also not prepared for this humidity. We'd completely forgotten about that.
Yeah.
I went to grab a couple of Cheng beers from the fridge for old time's sake, and she was like, no. She grabbed them and brought back some that were dripping in sweat.
These are cold.
She said, te traigo las frías.
This is such a great welcome back to Thailand. It's amazing.
These look bomb.
You guys, I'm smelling it and it smells spicy.
Moment of truth. Oh yeah. Even has a nice curry flavor to it.
Yeah. It's got like that kick to it, spicy. Oh, it's so good. There's an ice cream lady in front, so there's some ice cream for 15 baht. So this is the vanilla ice cream I got. Wow. That's so good. It's nice and creamy too. And I only paid 15 baht. I think I said that already. I need to remember where I am.
all that is left on the agenda is to get some water and get a little bit of snack.
Man, I'm like, after that dinner, I'm just like a lot happier. Like sometimes, you know, the food's good when it changes your mood. Where would I be without Moises? He always carries the jugs of water for me.
Yeah, we need to get used to this humidity again, because we are definitely not.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
But we will see you tomorrow for our first adventure back in Bangkok, Thailand.
Woohoo! We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.